Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask from returns for you guys to smash that like button, and if it's your first time here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a single video and you're up to date on our chart analysis here with 42 Vision. So here we are with MULN stock, Muln Automotive Inc., and the stock is slightly falling lower. Now, there was some news yesterday that was actually a letter that came out to shareholders, and I think a lot of people are misinterpreting it, or some of the actual statements are actually something that's affecting the perspective that investors were having on MULN stock. Those are the only things I can think of that is actually possibly making things go lower. Now, there was a section that talked about an offering, but I believe that's an offering that already happened. If I'm mistaken about that, please comment down below, or if it's something that they're trying to vote for in the future. I think this is super important to actually differentiate if it was one that already happened or it's bound to happen and things are getting priced in. Again, nothing that I share here is financial advice. This is just my opinions and perspective alone, but we're going to break down the charts here of MULN. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. You'll be connected to a community of investors that are all looking to learn and grow together, as well as get connected to the edge and clarity that we receive with 42 Vision and the bots. So the home run of the day was spectacular, and these were the stocks I mentioned this morning. Every single one of them gave jumps of 5 to 10%, 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was TBLT. And as you could see here in the chart, it was consolidating towards the bell. On 42 Vision, it got a bull indicator, and it transitioned into full strength, giving a highest point of possibility of 30% plus within minutes, guys. Not only did we have a home run from the stocks we caught this morning in the pre-market, but also our QQQ bot sent out a bull indicator since 7:06 a.m. and from that moment forward into the bell and after the bell, the QQQ continued with strength, giving a highest point of possibility on call options of 200% plus on the day, guys. If you guys want to receive this edge and clarity and also know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, once again, check out that link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MULN stock, Muln Automotive Inc. And as I stated earlier in the video, here fighting to hold itself up. It's dropped down after some news. I think people are misinterpreting it. And like I stated, if it isn't misinterpretation and it has to do with the keywords of a direct offering in the works or possibility of it happening, I think it's getting priced in into the chart. And again, this is not financial advice, just my opinions alone. But I believe they were referring to a direct offering or an offering that happened in the past, but correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to hear your thoughts down below. So MULN stock is actually sitting sideways here, and right now if you look at it, it hit a dip area on 42 Vision. It did a complete transition from bright green to white with red borders, tried to come back up and came back down to red, and right now it's just sitting in a sideways action, not having enough strength to break out, but also not enough weakness to break down, right? And it found some support. Now we're going to talk about support and resistance. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction. So here we have the 15-minute, a little bit more volatility and zoomed in on it. And as you could see, the pullback started yesterday in the pre-market with much more significance than the day before, right? Things were kind of sideways, but it actually became significant here from 161 to the lows down here of 136. Did a complete transition back up from white with red borders to bright green, and quickly a bear indicator today in the pre-market and continue to go lower. Now, it has found support above 136. If that gets broken through, The next support level will be down here at 130 and then back down here towards 122. Those are the key levels I'm watching to the downside. Now, if you zoom out and we look at this from the 4-hour, you could see that it's under a bear indicator, but things are trying to transition back up from dark green with red borders to dark green with green borders. If this continues, we want this to actually bring itself back up, cancel this bear indicator with a bull indicator popping up in the possible move, right? You want to see this happen. If not, any move to the upside and no bull indicator, this bear indicator has canceled out this bull indicator and it's dominating the chart. That's what the bigger picture is showing. Now, back to the 1 day here, you could see here how things are still under this bull indicator. Within the volatility, things pulled upwards, but we did a complete transition from white with red borders in the volatility all the way to bright green. Now, stocks do not move up in a straight line, but within the movements, it did a complete transition from the dip area, as we call it, to the rip area. That's what 42 vision allows us to see. And then extra layers of confirmation with the bull and bear indicators when they pop up, right? So right now, this was the first bull indicator that popped up in months, since way back in April. So this bull indicator has been holding true up to this point. But now we just transitioned from bright green to dark green with red borders. If this continues and these wicks continue to the downside, right, and pulling downwards, and this shifts into red bars, and eventually a bear indicator pops up and it cancels out this bull indicator, that will be a significant impact on the chart, guys. So super important to realize this and pay close attention to it. Let's go back over to the 15-minute, and you could see here on the 15-minute, even though it's under a bull indicator, it is in the middle of actual support and resistance, right? It actually is not much higher or lower, as we stated earlier in the video, and we need to keep this in mind. I stated to the downside the key levels we need to watch, but to the upside, the first resistance level is 152, and if that gets accomplished, the next one's up here at 161. Those are the two key resistance levels I'm watching right now. Within the volatility, I'm going to continue to see if on the 15-minute this bull indicator holds true, or if it gets canceled out pretty quickly with another bear indicator, and how this reacts if it goes down towards support or continues to push up higher and break through resistance levels. As always, this is not financial advice. This is just my perspective alone and my opinion on what 42 vision is showing us on the charts. And as I always state, white with red borders is the dip areas, bright green is the rip areas, and the bull and bear indicators are there to add an extra layer of confirmation to bring us clarity and an edge over the charts. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.